First, I would like to start off by, if everybody don't mind, I would like to give a moment of silence to a person I lost, teammate, brother. Lost my teammate Larry Kettner this year to cancer. So if y'all don't mind, give a quick moment of silence, please. Thank you. I'm not good at telling stories, but I will tell you a story about my life. You know, it was hard coming up. First, I would like to congratulate everybody sitting up here for their hard work and dedication just by being student athletes and getting the job done and doing what you needed to do to fight and get better. So, started young for me. I want to say a few thank yous. People here that really mean a lot to me as far as my career, basketball, and a lot. First, I'd like to big shout out to my high school basketball coach, Bill Loughnane. Thank you for everything. And this woman should have been first, but I want to give my mother a big shout out for putting up with 4 bad kids, you know, being a single mother. And trust me, if anybody know here, I tend to get in trouble from time to time. I'm sorry. But and next on the list is a man that means more to me than anything. You know, he was more like a father figure to me. Like, I really didn't know what basketball was until I came to the University of Massachusetts. And even before that, my high school coach started brainwashing me about college basketball a little bit because I didn't really know what it was. I didn't know you can go to college for free. I didn't know you could do this. So when I heard that, I took advantage of it. And I started picking up that ball a lot more, and I started reading them index cards that my high school coach was giving me every summer, and I was going out there shooting. But you know, everything's happened for a reason. And the thing that led me to basketball, it wasn't a good thing. But I can say it now because, you know, I sit back and I realize that I'm grown now, you know. Growing up, my mother had to raise 4 kids by herself, which was pretty hard. So, with that note, my brother had to go out and do things to try to help provide for the family. And being a little brother, I was trying to be in his footsteps. And it wasn't all the right things. But the right thing that happened in my eyes is that he got locked up. So that made me look at things a little differently. And then when that happened, I picked up a basketball. And then basketball became my scapegoat. And then, you know, when he was in jail, I used to always try to go back on the corner, but I didn't know that he sent word to his boys to chase me off the corner. So every time I came out there, you know, I was getting chased home. So I said, okay, well, that's something that I can't do no more. So it really went to basketball even more. And there's a few other people that I would like to recognize that not here, but played a big part in my career. I would just like to thank Jonathan DePina, my high school point guard, my college point guard, because if it wasn't for him and playing with him through all my life, I probably wouldn't have put up that many shots. I probably would have, but he made sure I got the ball. So I just want to thank him. And on a different note, Trigger, do you know my nickname was Trigger? All the guys on the team was like, you just like Trigger Burke, you just like to shoot. And I said, hey. I said, Bruiser said I can do it. Nah, but it was a long road, and I'm just thankful for everything that I've been through, good and bad, because it helped me be the man that I am now. And it gives me the opportunity to stand up here and become a Hall of Famer and have my kids witness it. And it's lovely in my eyes because I accept it more for them than me. I also want to thank all my teammates because, you know, being my teammate is pretty hard. I'm a jokester, and I like to play jokes, and I like to joke around, but at the same time, sometimes I get a little attitude problem. So it can be like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So I want to congratulate them, the ones that's here. I congratulate all of them, but Winston Smith, Shannon Crooks, Micah Brand, my man BT. He wasn't a player, but trust me, he was. All right. I swear they used to give BT like $200 for every time they caught somebody that skipped class. Bruiser, is it true? You can admit it. Is it true? But yeah, I'm not really into stories, but I do want to thank everybody for being there for me through the ups and downs. I'm up here sweating like Larry when he used to run up and down the court. Larry, man, I tell a story about Larry. If it wasn't for Larry Kettner, I wouldn't have still been at the UMass. I wouldn't be getting in the Hall of Fame here. My first year when I sat out, Larry played a big part because he had sat out the year before me. So he was basically, preparing me for different events that was going to happen. And being a kid from the inner city, I didn't deal with it good. I ran home for weeks. Like, a lot of people don't know that. Bruiser used to call my mother looking for me. Like, Ann, where he at? And my mother would be like, oh, hold on. BJ know where he at. Let me call his friend BJ. And I used to be sitting right next to BJ, and my mother be on the phone like, BJ, is he there? And BJ be like, no. Yes, he is. Put him on the phone. And then before you know, I was the next Peter Pan coming back up here. But I'll keep my story sweet. I just want to thank everybody. It's a pleasure to be up here. And it's been a long road for me. And trust me, I never thought I was going to be here. I ain't going to lie to y'all. It's been a long time coming. I want to thank everybody that nominated me for being in the Hall of Fame. And in my heart, it means a lot to me. And I thank everybody that ever went to the University of Massachusetts. I feel like y'all all my brothers and sisters, and y'all always will be. I bleed maroon, and go UMass. Thank you.